Hi Gemini, welcome to the reading. I had to start the reading over again because I realized I didn't have my microphone on and I didn't want to have that distorted noise happen again. One of my videos I did a little while ago. So I just already got the first cards laid out here from Zodiac 108 with the past, present, and near future energies. And I just want to say welcome to your reading. And thank you for being here, and I hope you're doing well. So let's go ahead and get going again. So the past energy, as I mentioned, but you haven't heard, is the water carrier. You're humanitarian, generous, noble, balanced, calm life, communication, compassionate, unselfish. You alleviate suffering, benefactor, care for others, humane, helpful, and ethical. So as I said before, it was you have developed into, and perhaps been in the energy of in the health field. You know, working in the health field somehow, in some way, nurse, doctor, pediatrician, dietitian, physiotherapist. Even mental health counselor, psychologist, psychiatrist, anything that is in the field of assisting others with their emotional and physical challenges, maybe even mental challenges, right? Because I mentioned the psychologist, psychiatrist, mental health counselor. So you are in the energy, you have been pretty much all of your life in the energy and developed into a person who is the type of person that's emotionally balanced, not one way or the other for too long or too much for too long. But you are someone who was like, you feel like you were born to help others feel better, to get better. And so you develop a treatment plan. That's part of your work, if that's what you've been doing, developing a treatment plan for others to follow that will help them overcome or at least manage and control their symptoms. Okay, and so if you're not in the health field, you're just that type of person. You might be a really caring, compassionate person and, a mother. Somebody who just works at a regular career, whatever that is for you, or you're a stay-at-home mom or a stay-at-home dad, because you don't have to be a woman, and you are just into taking care of your kids, raising your family, and that's just what you feel like you were born to do, and you enjoy doing it. It gives you a lot of rewards, and you feel quite passionate about it. So I feel as though it's been something that you've been doing for such a long time that, when you're that type of person who is giving a lot of your energy out to others, to help others, if you hadn't been, taking time to replenish, to do self-care along the way, you can have burnout, right? And you can get to the point where, okay, I need to retire from this, and that's where the present day card comes from. I need to start taking care of myself. I need to, my kids are grown, or they're growing enough that they don't need as much care and attention as I had to when they were smaller, because I need to start doing things for me or with my spouse, having spouse time or me time, whatever time. Taking care of things, because right now you're feeling like an old car. An old car. And that is being weary, retired, exhausted, bone tired, needs restoration, overdue, old habits die hard, enduring the good old days, family patterns, back in time, stuck in the past, and nostalgia. So you might be looking back at the times when you had a less complicated life, less chaotic, less busy life. You might be thinking back to that time when, when you were a lot younger during the 50s, the 50s and 60s perhaps. But if not, it's just you might be thinking about how things were a lot more simpler back then, and they aren't right now. And you're just feeling, like I said, burnout or just weary. Like you've lived enough being consciously, emotionally balanced for others. Now it's time for you to do that for you. And the crew here for the near future is in sync, in spirit, decor, working together as a unit, team, leadership, co-create, pooling assets, camaraderie, gung-ho, forming alliances, partnership, and team effort. So I see that it seems like you might be switching gears, switching tracks, like kind of going from, you might have been part of a healthcare team here, or just, independent, self-employed, whatever it was for you. Maybe you're a teacher, that sort of thing. But you need to, you're putting that, you're switching tracks, you're putting that down, you're retiring your old activities, your old behaviors, maybe even your old attitude. You're retiring that because you want to start afresh, doing something different. And look, these guys they're canoeing, and they don't look, really, really happy, but I'm sure they're quite happy. They're just very focused because they all have to do this in sync, right? Like the synchronized swimmers and so forth. That you want to be involved in an activity with people, with group, whatever, that you're all on the same page about something, and it's something that you have become passionate about or have been passionate about, but you want to be more involved in it. You want to be more involved so that you can do something that really stirs your heart, makes you want to do flips and flops, just saying, this is what I see myself doing that is going to help change the world in some way, help do something in some way, help making a difference in your life, not to mention other people's lives. You've been doing that all along with this, with your career, but now it's like you want to be part of something, maybe even volunteering your time. You might even want to be on a board of some company that provides services or products or whatever that really align with your values, and you want to be on the board to help this company, help guide this company in the way that its mission and vision is set out to be, that you agree with. So whatever it is, it's something that you want to be a part of. It's not just you going alone, and it's not like, it can be career related, but I'm sort of thinking it's more like you're just doing this not necessarily out of the kindness of your heart, although that would be part of it, but it's also you doing it for a small fee or just some kind of benefit, that sort of a payback. And if not, you are actually just volunteering your time and your energy and not being paid anything. So however that works for you, resonates for you. Let's see if we can find out more from the Lenormand Archangel Michael, will you please? Thank you. This is lovely, Gemini. Good work. I love that old car business. Oh my goodness, we got 3, I think. Yeah. All right. We have got the past, the present, and the future. Okay. Let's move these up as much as possible because I need room for the tarot. So with the past, water carrier, we got concern. So there may have been like concerns that led you to say there's too much time, too many hours, too much of you being put into your career or into your life in some way that has you being an emotional support or healer or giver of some kind in some role that you're playing in your life, whether it's for work or just with your family, raising your family or family and friends, then taking care of, and a parent, maybe even a sibling, but because they needed your help in some way. But you had some concerns about carrying on in that role, and so you said, I need to seriously consider putting that all down because I'm exhausted, I'm wore out. I feel like an old car, right? Because then there's this message here. The message has something to come to you in a message that is presently in your environment, in your, you know about it. Let's see. Message would be, I think what I'm getting from this is that you have heard about something. At this present time, you've heard about something going forward, right? Your near future. Heard about a new venture, volunteering venture, or just a venture of some kind that is a team or group run organization, effort, whatever it is, that you heard from somebody or a company or an organization that you said, that would be something if I'm going to retire, or if I'm just going to sit it out from being all this emotional support for others, and I'm going to be doing things now that ticks my own boxes kind of thing, taking care of me and, recouping my energy and my desires for what I want to do next in my life. I think that this message that comes along, it could be a text message, it could be a phone call, it could be a document, a letter that comes in the mail. Maybe you're going to be, they're asking you to recruit you to be someone who is on, what do you call it, contribution, donation, somebody who gets people to donate. You know what I mean? Somebody who calls people or does door-to-door visits with people to get people to offer donations. And I can't think of what that name is, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. But in any case, it might not even be for you. It could be for somebody, but it is something that has come to you and that has either brought back the desire to want to getting involved, engaged in something like this, or it's brand new news to you that you're saying, yeah, that sounds really interesting. I think I'd like to do that. And you might even call up a friend who's also retired or has free time, whatever, and say, hey, you want to do this with me? You want to do this with me? And I think this would be a great thing to be involved in. And I think we'd have a lot of fun doing this, spending our time together. And so that's where this message comes from, that you've heard about this upcoming. So the moon is about recognition. It's about being seen, wanting to be seen, wanting to be acknowledged, recognized. It can also be about romantic, intimacy and romance, but I am not seeing that in this reading right now. So we're looking at this as being more like you are in the throes of being guided to do something that you don't know where it's going to take you, because that's the moonlight, right? You don't necessarily know where it's going to take you, but you're open to it. You're open to it, and you're saying, wherever this takes us to, maybe it won't be something that I'll like to do or want to continue doing in a few months or a year from now, but I sure am piqued. My curiosity is piqued right now. I do want to get involved in some way. I think at least get together with the particular person, the head person or the group itself, the organization itself, and talk to them about the things that they want to, that they have been or want to, if it's brand new, get acknowledged for, to be acknowledged for, right? If it's somebody that has some planetary focus on helping the planet, clean up the air quality kind of thing, and they are coming out with a new way of filtering air, that kind of thing. I don't know. Just got to come up with something. But they want to be acknowledged for being a group, an organization that cares for the planet and cares for our, the legacy of ourselves, like handing it down to our kids and their kids and their kids. So that's kind of maybe what you want to be involved with. You want to protect the planet's resources, oil and minerals, and trees, wood, that sort of thing, water. Yeah, whatever it is, it's something that really piques your interest. Okay, so we'll leave it at that. So let's find out more, Gemini, about what the tarot has to say pertaining to this particular story. Very interesting story. All right, we have the Magician. Talk about resources. There's resources right there. Manifesting. Let's see what Tarot of Mystical Moments has for clarification for the Magician. This is you. Yeah, because you're getting your Ace of Pentacles. That is a brand new opportunity, a great big one, offered to you via the divine. So if there's any thanks and gratitude, that's one thing that's who you can, this is your own work too, your own hard work and your efforts and your desires to want to do something other than continue in the career field. There's something else you want to do, and of course it's on your mind about, and you're going to improve something in some way with your help, with your engagement in this particular whatever it is, venture. And so the divine is saying that you have everything that you need. You have grown and developed, Gemini, into somebody who is very caring, compassionate with the work that you've been doing daily on a regular basis, whether it's in your career or it's at home with your family. You are the type of person who has all the love, all the open heart, and the balance that you need. And you have something to say. That's the sword in the Magician. You have something to say. You're very passionate, and you have desires to help and continue helping the planet or others in some way. And you've got a big heart, a great big heart. That's, the wand and the cup, and then the pentacle, which is this one. You have the necessary means financially, because you have been taking care of your financial future while you've been working. You've got a retirement fund maybe, or you stashed money away, or you've got somebody that can help you in that way, that you'll be receiving. Maybe it's an inheritance, or you got some kind of investment payout every month. In this country, there's Social Security as well, although that's not going to, it's not going to gift you with all sorts of monetary excess, of course, but it's just one thing that we develop, that we put into as we work every year in the United States, Social Security. So you have the means and you have the ability to be able to do whatever it is you wish. You just have to wave your wand of desire and go, ding, I think I'd like to do that. And the divine is saying you have a brand new beginning in store for you if you so choose. This is a huge opportunity, and it could also, if it doesn't lead to financial prosperity and abundance for you, it is like the feeling of, I'm feeling very, I feel rewarded. I feel abundant. I feel like I have purpose. It's just gonna be like an emotional and mental sigh of relief that says, I'm just fine. I'm fine. I'm doing well, and I'm doing better. I'm doing even better as I take on, new missions, new things to do in my life. So that's, wonderful that you've got all the divine saying you're ready, you have everything you need, and here is a big pentacle for you. In whatever way you want to look at that pentacle. Could be actually financial support, abundance coming your way, or that you have already equipped yourself with through all the years that you've been working, or someone is taking care of you. If you've always been at-home parent, your spouse or partner has that built up from their work, or it's an inheritance, whatever it might be. It could even be stocks and investments or a lottery win. It could be anything, because it's a great big blessing of abundance. Yeah. Okay. So what do we have? Tarot, Archangel Michael, for more about the story for Geminis. It's really cool. We have Three of Lightning. Now the lightning, I believe, is the swords. Yeah, Three of Swords. Okay, so I can look at this right away with the past energy. The Three of Swords is kind of like, it has been very overtaxing to you emotionally, even though you are a balanced person, but that's because you had to learn to become balanced. You had to learn to figure out how to be able to be and do what you need to do and be for others in whatever capacity, whatever role you were playing in your life leading up to now. And it has been very, very heart-wrenching for you at times. Maybe you were someone who cared for the elderly, or you worked at the place, the hospice place that sees people on their final days, kind of thing. And you get to know these people, of course, because they want to know you, and you just being that open, emotional, compassionate, caring person, you automatically want to find out more about them and learn about their family and what they've been doing in their life, what led them to where they are, that kind of thing. And so things happen in your role, and it could be too that you're maybe you're a single parent now because your spouse left. That was heartbreaking for you. It could be that one of your children God forbid, got sick or has passed away, and it's broken your heart, and your heart is still broken. Not that that ever heals or mends, but if not, it's just the fact that you have been overly emotionally you're putting in, your input is emotion, and it's very, very energy consuming, and it's been at times an emotional hardship for you. Three of Swords, right? The broken heart. All right. So then we have the Wheel of Fortune. Oops. Well, that's the one I'm reading for, and then the Five of Pumpkins is the Five of Wands. No, Pumpkins is Pentacles. Five of Pentacles. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune, Five of Pentacles. Isn't that interesting? So you went from the Five of Pentacles of feeling like life is sort of passing you by, and you being knee-deep in the hoopla within your career or whatever you are doing in your role and your capacity in life, that caused you to really, because let's face it, when we're emotionally invested in something, it takes a whole lot more energy than when we're just mentally invested in something. We can come home after work and say, I'm mentally drained, I'm mentally exhausted. Yeah, you can definitely be mentally exhausted, but if you had to open up your heart and be that for other people, because we give our energy away, both mentally and physically, and of course emotionally. But the emotional part of it is that sometimes we don't feel as though we should care for ourselves, because there's just so much pull on your heartstrings, on your energy, on your emotional energy from others. Because let's face it, and I'm sure Most people are very unhappy and unstable emotionally. That's why there's a need for mental health counselors, because people become emotionally unstable or unstable. And so we as mental health counselors try to help them gain information, insight, and understanding about why they feel as deeply as they do about something. You know, whether it's anger or whether it's loss or whatever. Kids, even if it's something that is feeling good at the time, some people who are not in that center balance of emotion, they go a bit manic about things, and then they're like, after the manic phase, they just like dive down into a deep depression, because they just are, they're programmed, like their brain is wired to be either one way or the other. But we can grow to learn how to be more balanced, so that we don't experience those ups and downs so badly. And of course medicine can help as well, but sometimes it's just information and understanding that a person needs in order to realize how they've been feeling whenever they experience something, someone or something is done or said that makes them react in a way that is going to have the consequences that they don't want to experience. They really don't want to experience. So you have been feeling like, because remember we got the concern card here, you've been feeling like you've been kind of putting out so much, and you've been on the outside looking in with the Five of Pentacles, feeling like you've left yourself, you left your life behind. You left what's important to you, what's most important to you behind. That's why, you're going into this here. It's because this is something that's important to you. Something that would be really, really you. Like totally you. You'd be standing there in your own skin and feeling quite natural about it. So you're going to, from the Five of Pentacles into the Wheel of Fortune energy. I'm using that as a clarification for the Five of Pentacles that came out, or vice versa, whatever you want. But the Wheel of Fortune is like, you were destined to do what you did. You've been there, done that. Everything happens for a reason. You were destined to do what you did so that you would grow and develop into an open heart, who somebody is balanced in their emotion because of the challenges you've experienced in your life up to now, even feeling like you've been leaving yourself behind. Never mind feeling like other people are leaving you behind, or your life or the world is leaving you behind. You are destined to reap the rewards of your future coming this year. You're destined to be gifted opportunities of having options, and opportunities come to you that you can pick and choose, say yay or nay to, and you're going to be feeling quite abundant and plentiful and quite happy. Just happy and feeling lucky and all that sort of stuff. Let's see. Here in the present day, you're on, even though you're in the old car, I feel like an old car, run down, left abandoned in the field. Maybe the engine's not even in there anymore. It might have been taken, scavenged. But you got a new set of wheels now, because you left this behind. You got a new set of wheels. You're feeling invigorated because you've gotten a message about something that is really revving up your engine. That's the Chariot. You're saying yes to it, and you're going for it full out. You're fully in to it. You've got everything that you need, and it's all systems go for you. And then we have the Eight of Candles, which is the Wands, and that is like clear communication, fast communication. You got the message and you quickly replied. You quickly returned the contacted this person and said, that sounds like a really great, and I've been looking for something, and I really am excited about this. I want to do this. Yeah, let's do this. Maybe you're talking to other friends who want to, or you have a group of friends. Maybe if, like, let's say you're nursing, there might be a nursing community that you're involved with. You might be talking to other nurses who are either close to retiring or have already retired, or just want to do something else on the side besides, just working their career. Wonderful. And then we have the Lovers. Look at that. You are going to be having, like I said, you're going to have options, right? You're going to have opportunities to pick and choose, say yay or nay to. That is the Lover's energy, that you have a choice. You'll have a choice between, and there's going to be so many choices for you that are just like, I don't know which one to choose. You're going to be feeling like no matter what I do, it's going to lead me into an inner feeling of I am exactly where I need to be. And no one needs to acknowledge you or recognize you, but you are, because you are feeling just really, really so natural and good in your own skin, knowing that what you're getting yourself involved in, what you said yes to, is going to be something that is really going to help clear up any kind of feeling of having left your life behind, having the life just slipped by you because you've been working so hard, helping others, being there for other people, that you're going to be quite clear on it, that you are exactly where you need to be right now, that what you're doing is for you, but not just for you, but for whatever you're involved in is going to be helping society, helping the planet in some way. Okay, that's just like lovely. This is the Eight of Cups 2 energy. That's, going towards your happily ever after, your wish fulfillment, which is the 9 of Cups after that. And let's see what else we got. It's got the 5 of Candles. The 5 of Candles is the 5 of Wands. So you're going to be having, let's see what's at the bottom, the Empress and the High Priestess. Okay, so you're going to be having, you're going to be looking at your opportunity here with having a choice, that it's kind of like, when the 5 of Wands, it's inner conflict, right? It could be outer conflict, but it can be inner conflict as well. You are wanting so badly. Look at, this is somebody who is caring, nurturing, and compassionate, kind, loving, you call it fertile and natural, wanting to just give life to not only your own life but to others, and ideas, and you've got like a mitt full of ideas that you want to share with other people that you feel might be interested in it. And it could be this new group that you're going to, but you have so many choices. With the 5 of Wands, you're like, where do I start? What do I do? Like, I don't know which one to choose. Really, I'm quite conflicted about it, because I feel as though I could really make a difference with this, but I can also make a difference with that. And can I do both at the same time? Or is that going to be too much for me? Am I going to feel like an old car again after if I put too much into too much at one time? So you're going to be a little in inner conflict about what to choose. What to choose? I mean, come on, that is like something that is very, very abundant for you, to have so many choices at your whim. So many choices at your whim that it doesn't matter which one you choose. It's all going to be good. It's good, no matter what you choose. It's all good. So there's no stopping the good. It's all coming in, and you're going to be feeling like, whether you're a man or a woman, in the Empress energy, you're going to be feeling like you're going to continue being who you are, what you developed into, but in a role or in a role or capacity that makes you feel like she's taking pictures. Maybe you want to join a photography group. You know, she's taking pictures because she wants to express herself creatively through her art of photography. All right, so this is what you're going to be happily doing, expressing your skills, your talents, your desires, your passions, of having the nurturing open heart as an Empress, expressing yourself through a group of people or an organization like the photography club, whatever it is. But you're going to be doing something that's going to be really making you feel that you're just such a lucky person. You're so lucky. You've done your hard work. You've gone and said it was time. At this time, you're saying that's enough of that. I need to take care of me, do me now, and look to different avenues, kind of thing. What sort of things can I do? Maybe volunteer my time for, or if I do get paid, it's just a menial thing. It's not something that is going to be a massive type of earning for the work that I do, because I don't need it. I'm quite well off, right? I'm quite well off. So this is a lovely, lovely reading for you, Gemini. I'm so happy for you that you're able to get to that phase of life. I'm looking forward to it myself. Thank you so much. But please like and share and subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll catch up with you again, Gemini. Take care of yourself. Bye for now.